I don't know why I said it like that. Hi everybody, happy Halloween! Happy Halloween. It's a weird thing to say out loud, because it's... I don't know, the holiday kind of snuck up on me a little bit, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't originally have a plan for Halloween. I mean, I still kind of don't, but here we are. Here we are, everybody. I know. It's nice to see you all today. This is the last day you guys get manager Tomoe, and then that one horse girl is gonna be back with you all. For better or for worse, right? Because you're still probably wondering, even after this, all this time, where are the horse ears, huh? Where are the horse ears at? Well, they're in your heart if you search enough. If you like really dig under there, if you dig back all the dirt and grime and the other stuff, like in those commercials, those infomercials where they compare like the absorbency of two sponges. The horse ears are the better absorbing ones. The managerial side is like the normal store brand, not the product that's being advertised on the infomercial. That's probably the best analogy that I can give. That does not mean that nobody will manage me. It just means that I will be back to the manager office and I will be buried under paperwork and whatnot. It's been a long month. We've been through a lot together, but that's okay. That's okay. These things happen. Unmanageable. Absolutely. I did want to take this time though, you know, I'll just go through everything one by one. I haven't done a chatting stream in a while. There's some catching up to do for once. I kind of have like a mental idea of what I want to talk about, because usually for these streams I'm totally lost. Like what do I even tell them about? What can I talk about? Because there are a lot of things that are going on that are hard to talk about, or I just don't know how to put it. But you know, I will figure out my words for today. First of all, I would like to apologize for the fact that I was not able to get Crash Bandicoot working. The first time I had to reschedule was because of internet issues. I believe it was last week that I think that was the day I was having internet issues. But this time, every time I tried to load the game, it was trying to load it as if I had 4 monitors. And the bottom part of the screen where I actually got into the game was completely cut off, so I couldn't go into the settings in-game and actually fix the resolution. I tried unplugging my second monitor, because I do have 2 monitors, but it still tried to open as if I had 4 monitors. I don't know what to do about that. It didn't crash, it just, I couldn't get it to be in a playable state, so I don't know if it's just like one of those Steam issues where it's, you know, I don't know, a lot of games get ported over to Steam and then they decide that they just don't want to work properly. It is a little bit insane, but yeah, it's a bummer. I did want to try it today, but you know what? It is what it is. We make these things work to the best of our ability. Duty desk on Halloween? That is terrifying. That is absolutely terrifying. Let me take a little bit here to address a couple other things. I know that sounds scary, right? When I put it that way, it sounds scary. There's a couple things I need to go over. It's not graduation, no. It's not graduation. First of all, I had this issue where I've been really sleepy all the time for like the past week or so. Not like because I'm depressed or anything, but I figured out it's because I've been fighting off like an illness for the past week. Like my body has been fighting it off, because the moment I got my flu shot, I felt fine. Like, for some reason, I was just sleeping like 13 hours a day. Like, I would try to get 7 hours of sleep or 8 hours of sleep, and I'd still be super tired. And I'm like, what the hell? Because it was like my normal sleep schedule. I wasn't deviating from my usual hours. So that was weird for me. But then I go get my flu shot, and it's like, oh, suddenly I'm not exhausted all the time anymore. This is great. So Well, it kind of makes sense too, because I felt like a couple weeks ago, like I was like intermittently kind of sick, kind of not sick. Like it felt like I was starting to get sick, and then the next day I was fine, and then it was flip-flopping back and forth. So I think my body was still like at war with something. I don't know what that was about, but if I seemed more out of it than usual last week, it was a really rough week because of that. Like I was not able to be productive at all. I could not get anything done because I was just so tired. I was like, oh, let me take a nap like in the middle of my normal day, and then I sleep for like 5 hours, and I'm like, oh, well, my schedule's already gonna be messed up. Let me stay up an hour and then, you know, nap a little bit more and then fix my schedule the next day, and then I sleep for 9 hours. So that's like 14 hours of sleep for no reason. So yeah, we're good now, but that was really annoying. I was indeed very eepy. I thought I was about to go into hibernation. Like, you guys weren't gonna see me for the whole winter. I was just gonna be out of it. Like, I would've had to close down shop for a little bit there. Just like if I went on deployment, I just straight up would not be here. But they haven't told me I need to deploy yet, so we're still good in that regard. I'm not even sure if man, I need to check some stuff later, but not deployment eligible yet. I think I'm still good there. I am better now. I am. But I did want to apologize for another thing as well. I feel like this month I haven't been a very good content creator, in the sense that I feel like I haven't really been able to do that much for you guys. Like, not much in terms of like special Halloween events or really much that I would like to do normally. There's been a lot going on in terms of how do I put this? Well, there's a lot going on at work, for one. So probably maybe because it's like around the end of the year, everybody's going on leave in December. So it's been a little bit busier than usual because our manning isn't that great in my particular work section. So we're kind of like readying up for that and figuring out what that's gonna look like. So it's been a little bit hectic. Another thing is I've been trying to help resolve some disputes between friends that I care a lot about. So I'm a little preoccupied with that. It's very it takes a lot out of me mentally because I have to think of the right way to say things and the best way to help them and what I can do and how to not make the situation worse than it already is. So I've been focused a lot on that lately, so sorry about that. There's a lot of things that have been on my mind. I'm not graduating or anything, it's nothing like that, but it's just a lot more than I normally have to deal with that's kind of like stacked on top of each other. I think everything's gonna be okay. It's just kind of like an explanation for, I guess, why I've been a bit out of it lately. There's also events and stuff that I've been wanting to do. Like, I have plans lined up, but for one reason or another, there's like things that are happening to delay it. So normally I would have had like at least another event lined up by now, you know, like slotted in the year, because I try to disperse events throughout the year just to kind of like, I don't know, keep things fun, just, you know, some interesting ways of challenging myself and giving you guys fun things. But like, those have gotten pushed out a little bit, partly due to deadline issues, in the sense that artists, the artists have not managed to get through to me on time. Maybe I need to give them more time to work with. I need to develop better backup plans in the future too, probably. I learned a lot about that last year, but it's been better this year. It's just, there's a lot coming up, but I can't do it as quickly as I want to, but there's still a lot coming up. But in the meantime, with that said, I will try to come up with other stuff that we can do to keep things fun. I do have some interesting things planned for December, And because I'll have a little bit more free time in November, I'm gonna try and do some fun things too. I just need to like actually sit down and figure out what I'm gonna do and how everything's gonna look. But I think I should have some time to do that this weekend. Are artist delays that big of an issue for VTubers? Yes. Okay. So let me explain why. Usually for a project, you're contracting work out to several different people. Everybody has their own job that they have to do. Each of those jobs take a certain amount of time. Say for example, you want to do a song cover. So you need to record the song, and then you need to contract a mixer, and then you need to contract the other aspects of mixing the song. There's like different, I don't know covers that well, so this is probably a bad example. But you have to get someone to do that, and then someone to do the next part, and then you have to find somebody to make the actual MV for it. So that's like, at least you're looking at least 2 different people that you have to work with, or 3 different people. So imagine you have this deadline in mind, right? But then one of them has an issue come up, and that suddenly your perfect like 1 month deadline, or well, it's not going to be that short. It doesn't happen that quickly. But like your 3-month deadline suddenly is a 5-month deadline because they had a lot of things come up back to back and you weren't able to find somebody else within your price range. And then suddenly everything is all over the place. Well, maybe that cover was a part of a bigger project. And now because that isn't able to be released in time, you have to push back the whole time frame of that project. So there's a reason why VTubers and artists are constantly at war with each other. Because on one hand, you see one side of the coin where it's like there are a lot of VTubers who will mistreat artists and not give them what they properly deserve. But then on the other hand, there are some artists that try to completely fuck over VTubers. Pardon my language there, but yes, they will make excuses, not be accountable for their behavior, tack on fees on top of fees for no discernible reason, and then by the end of it, you're way too invested to find somebody else, and then by the time you find somebody else, then they finally deliver, but by then everything is already months late anyway, so it's like, Yes, I'm not blaming all artists. I still love artists. I really do. It's just, you know, it's frustrating when things get to that point is all. I hope that makes sense though. I hope that makes sense. Also, thank you very much for the conscription. Thank you. Horse fee? Is it a horse fee? No, okay, let me give an example of that. So, I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with VGen, right? VGen is a service that VTubers use to commission a lot of work, especially if you don't like digging up artists on Twitter, which I personally do, but that's because I spend way too much time looking at art on Twitter. But for VGen, there's like a base price, like a starting price, and usually, you know, there's like a couple other things that you'll tack on, like, oh, I want this art piece, but I want it cut for rigging, and, you know, little details like that. So you'll see like a base price of like 100. So it's like, okay, I expect to spend around 100, maybe a little bit more. But then like the issue is, here's the biggest one actually. Commercial use is the fee that gets added a lot. So say you want to use this art on stream. They'll charge you a commercial use fee that's usually double the price of the illustration, even though you're not actually selling it as merchandise or anything, which there's a separate fee for. And then if you want to like, it's kind of like that. Like fees just start getting stacked up really quickly. I don't know how to best explain it beyond that. It's like, you know, like, okay, here's another example. This one's probably a better example. Like, you commission emotes, right? And then they say, okay, well, there's this base price that you see, this $50 for this emote. This is only for personal use. If you want to post it on Twitter, you have to pay extra. If you want to use it as your profile picture, you have to pay extra. If you want to show this on stream in any way, you have to pay extra. And these are all individual fees that they add on to it. So it's like more and more and more. And then by the end of it, you're paying like $150 for one emote. And it's like, okay, alrighty. Somehow, this became the norm on VGen. So, a lot of VTubers are very frustrated with it, and then they try to tell artists, hey, that's kind of crazy, bro. Why would you charge so much? And then they're like, well, this is my livelihood. Art is a luxury. If you can't afford it, kick rocks. And it's like, yeah, but it's hard to support you. It's hard to support you when your prices are so crazy, bro. Like, just put it in the base price or something. Like, if you think you're worth that much, that's fine, but like, there's something very frustrating about having a bunch of fees tacked on when, you know, you have like your set budget. And I know everybody has like a different definition of commercial use. You know, there's like, I don't remember what the legal definition is of it. A lot of them defended it by saying, you know, oh, well, if you're using it on stream and if you're showing it as a content creator, then you make money from that, so you should pay for the, you know, using it because you're profiting off of my art by showing it off. And it's like, I get it, but like, I don't get it at the same time. Because if you're charging for, like, if your service is a starting soon screen and you're making them pay a fee to use it as a starting soon screen, like on top of the base price, isn't that kind of weird? Isn't that kind of weird to do? That's something that happens. So yeah, that's a bit of a VGen rant right there. I don't think it was always that way. I don't remember it being that way all the time. Like when I first started using it, it's definitely become worse of an issue to the point where I don't like using VGen unless I have to. Also until recently, they didn't have any like, client protection, in the sense that you would pay for the service and immediately give the money to the client for their service, and they had no obligation to actually deliver it in a set deadline. That was between you and the artist. If you reached out to customer support and said, hey, I paid this artist and they did not deliver on this service, because all of these artists are verified, right? These are all verified by VGen that these are legitimate artists. And you're like, well, they scammed me. VGen support would get back to you and say, oh, you should ask them for your money back. We can't actually do anything to help you. Like, that's out of our hands. You have to deal with that yourself. And I'm like, okay. Okay. Luckily, that didn't happen for me for anything important. It was like a really small thing. I was like, oh, I accidentally, your system glitched and I double paid an artist. What do I do about this? They said, just talk to them. Just talk to them, you know? And I talked to them and they didn't respond, and I'm like, okay, cool. Well, there's a tip, I guess. It's a strange website, but it's helpful. It really is. There's a lot of good things about it too. Like if you just want to find artists, there's good artists on there to work with. It can be good for more niche things for sure. I have had good experiences on there as well. I'm not saying all the artists on there are like that, but I'm saying it is more and more are becoming like that, at least the vast majority. But there are a lot of legitimate ones on there as well. So I think you just kind of have to like sift around to find somebody that you don't feel like is terribly ripping you off. Is basic professionalism dead these days? Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's weird because I don't feel like a lot of artists have a sense of professionalism, but I don't entirely expect a lot of them to have it because it's like, I don't know, maybe it depends on how many jobs you've had where you've worked with people before, but a lot of them are just people who really like drawing, and like, then they suddenly have like a business side because they start taking commissions, but they have no actual knowledge of how to run a business or how to talk to clients to keep them coming back, or just like the basic courtesies, you know, like giving people updates and all that sort of thing. So, I hope that makes sense. I don't mean to make it sound like I'm like shitting on all of them. Like I don't hate them. a lot of them are very nice. I love working with artists. I love working with all sorts of different artists, but it's just something I've noticed lately, and I think it's a frustration that a lot of VTubers have been having. Yeah, getting scammed is super frustrating. And having to wait like 6 months on an important piece of art because their grandma's cousin's neighbor got hit by a fucking train at like the day prior, and just, it's like, okay, I'm so sorry that happened, question mark. Yeah, it sucks that this commission's gonna be pushed out 2 weeks because you have to attend that funeral, but could you give me like a new deadline? And they're like, nope, I'll update ya. It's like, okay, thanks. Oh, it's so painful. It is what it is. It is what it is. You can't really do much about people having stuff come up, so you kind of just gotta roll with the punches and try to make things work to the best of your ability. I will still continue working with artists, but I'm definitely, over time, you know, you kind of develop like a list of like reliable artists in your head. Like if you need something for a very specific project, I do go back to those artists who are super punctual, super friendly, you know, very on top of everything. So we do notice these things, artists. We do notice these things. If you treat us right, we will return the favor as well as we can. Those are always going to be the first people I will recommend to other VTubers who are looking for certain services to commission and whatnot. I do have a lot cooking, I do. I can't do much about it yet, you know. I'm trying to figure out how to go about everything. It's all meticulous, like it's all very careful, all very calculated. It should be soon. It should be soon. I wish I had more exact deadlines in mind, but as I said earlier, a lot's been happening lately that I've been trying to sort out. So the best I can promise is that between the stuff that I have planned and now and then, despite everything going on, I will try to do more events and stuff for you guys. I will. I actually do have some things planned for November and December for sure. My birthday is in December 13th. I'm probably going to do, I do want to do another charity event for veterans in November, because it kind of feels weird not to. Just like with the holidays that are in November, just that in mind particularly, but I gotta figure out what I want to do. I really do need to sort out my timelines a little bit better. I'm so all over the place lately. I feel bad about it. I gotta do better for you guys. But I don't want to say that I appreciate you guys being patient with me despite everything, despite how slow I've been. I feel like I kind of dropped the ball a little bit, like I've been fumbling a little bit, but you guys are still super chill about it, so thank you for that. Thank you. Will I be able to prevent my schedule from slipping once I become president-elect? Oh gosh, yeah, the elections are next week, huh? Well, don't worry, I'll figure out what to do for that. I gotta really throw in my last solid argument so that people can still cast their votes for me. Doing the branch-themed game streams? Yeah, I want to do what I did last year, where I did a week of like themed games for the branches. World of Warships was really fun. I'm really bad at it, but it was a lot of fun, so I actually might play it again, to be honest. Have I prepared my inauguration speech? Do I need it like proofread? Do I have to get it like formally proofread? Does it need to be super official? Do I need to like adjust my tie and step up on the stage and clear my throat? And then you guys expect something super grand, but for some reason my voice is really squeaky and my knees are shaking and I'm like a little leaf in the middle of a violent tornado. That's me. That's my spirit animal right there. Just be honest? Just be honest. That doesn't sound very presidentially of me. I'm not good at public speaking. I don't know. I haven't really had to do much public speaking. I feel like maybe being a VTuber has adjusted me to it a little bit better. Oh. By the way, this is a complete aside from the presidential stuff, but how many of you guys had to work today? Because I did. I just complimented everybody on their costume. It's so authentic. You would think they're actually in the military. It's like, whoa. Look at that attention to detail. They really nailed every aspect of the uniform. Amazing. There's nothing scarier than work. It's just funny when people ask, hey, what are you doing for Halloween? It's like, what do you mean, bro? I'm going to work for Halloween. I'm just working, that's all. An hour and a half until work. Oh man. I always wonder if my if my stream schedule, like, if it's at like an awkward time for everybody, because I realize now, you know, oh, midday. Do a lot of people work midday, or do you guys work in the morning? Or do you work at night? I guess 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a very particular scheduled slot that not a lot of other VTubers really use. A lot of them typically stream around, I think usually around like 9 p.m. to like 11 p.m. is like the sweet spot or something. Typically. Christmas ads. I haven't seen any Christmas ads. Those usually don't start till November. 9 p.m. there? Oh, that's a weird time zone. That's a weird one. I don't even know what time zone that is. All right, Black Friday ads. I need to figure out what I want to buy. Also, I think the fall Steam sale is soon, right? Or is it the fall Steam sale? I'm not sure. Has that already passed? I have a list of games I want to buy. I'm waiting for them to go on sale. I'm kind of bummed out about buying the new Call of Duty game at full price. It's the first time I've bought a full price game in a while. I forgot that they're like $70 each, which is fine, you know. It's not a problem. It's just, dear God. Wow. You know? But that's okay. It's alright, it's alright. Wait, does Japan not have Black Friday ads? Game Pass? What's a Game Pass? Because I haven't bought the game yet, which I probably should because I need to start installing it, but... Am I missing something here? Bro, I miss when games used to just be like $30 each. Like, I'd go to the store to buy the new Nintendo DS game, and it's like, here you go, $29.99. I'm like, oh boy. Here we go. But I guess that's because of, like, inflation and stuff, that everything's a lot more, expensive nowadays. Black Friday doesn't hit like it used to. As I said in my short, nobody's fighting over microwaves anymore. Everybody just does their Black Friday shopping online. Maybe I can get some helpful PC upgrades this year. I feel like the only thing I ever really need at this point currently is more space. Like, more space for games. I need... Is it like an SSD? A solid state drive? Is that what I have to purchase for that, I wonder? Wherever the games go when you download them. It's not the same without violence. Yeah. Honestly, I heard it used to be really dangerous. Like, people would literally die for those sales. So when they say, like, sales to kill for, or like a killer's sale, they meant it in the most literal way possible. It was no exaggeration. People were on the front lines out there, bro. It was kill or be killed. And boy, if you wanted that flat screen TV, you were gonna have to get ready to stab somebody. You're gonna have to stab them repeatedly, over and over, until the light began to leave their eyes. And instead of kneeling down beside them like in one of those dramatic movie scenes and watching them in their final moments, asking if they had anything else to speak for, you would just toss them into the mob and let them get trampled to death even more as you run to get that last TV. Because you didn't care about anyone else out there. You just cared about surviving till the very end. Also, thank you very much for the raid. I'm sorry, I was on my Black Friday rant. I'm not saying that I condone murder or anything, but it happens. It's a consequence of Black Friday. I don't even know who gets charged with it, or if it's just like, oh, it's a collective oopsie daisy, you know? But yes, thank you, Nyana. Thank you for the raid. This is my Halloween rambling. There's nothing scarier than a horse that won't stop talking. It's okay though. I got a lot to talk about. Is Cyber Monday different than Black Friday? Also, don't they all kind of like last for like several days now? It's not super brief anymore. Like, didn't it used to literally just be one day? But it's not anymore. Howdy there, Tomoe. Hi. Hello. Man, around this time last year is when I bought my tablet, I think. I really wanted to learn how to draw this year, but I've been so busy. I've been so busy, I can't even learn the art program. Every time I want to learn to draw, I open the program up and it's like, you know like those movies where there's like people in like a control room and there's a bunch of buttons and stuff everywhere that are like flashing different colors, and it's like you have to press them in a certain sequence and then a holograph shows up and yeah, it's like really cool and dramatic. That's literally how I feel every time I open up an art program, because I don't know what any of the buttons do. And if I try to just, you know, start navigating through to start drawing something, it takes me like 10 times the amount of time it should, because I don't know any of the shortcuts. I don't know how to separate things properly. I don't know how to manage colors. I don't know color theory. My brain doesn't work like that. So, you know, maybe eventually I'll figure it out. But that's just how I am right now. That's where I'm at currently. So bring out the Groucho Marx. Hold on, I have to show this off to the people who aren't familiar. This was my Halloween costume last year. Some would say that it's low effort. Others would say, this is utterly remarkable. How does she do it? Who is this dapper, mysterious individual? Well, let me tell you. It's literally me. It's literally me. Where did Tomoe go? I can't tell you that or I'm gonna have to kill you. That's all I can really say about that. It's just really funny watching the mustache move when I talk. I feel so official like this, I don't know. When I asked my artist slash rigger for these glasses, I didn't know she was gonna like make them so lively. I was like, can I have the disguise glasses, please? Which I realize in hindsight is probably a really weird thing to ask, but she was willing to oblige, so now I'm this beautiful creature you see here today. I can't take myself seriously with them on though, especially if I try to look angry. Watch this. Me when somebody takes more than one from the candy bowl. Sorry about that. I can't even say things menacingly right now. Ah! I look like a disappointed father with angry glasses. Haha, wait, hold on. Have you done your homework, son? I didn't know what kind of expression to make while saying that. I wasn't sure how serious I needed to be. Did I need to be more stern? Is that it? Miss it. Oh, do I need to tie somebody to the railroad track? Who volunteers? Gather along now, gather along. Oh yes, hold on. Are you winning, son? Was that the right way to do it? I think I'd be a great dad. Yeah. Now that's the Halloween spirit right there. It doesn't get much better than this. See, I may not have had like a full, proper, super cool Halloween plan with lots of explosions and scary games, and you know, maybe I'll do pumpkin carving next year. Pumpkin carving would be awesome. We'll do better next year. If you're a great dad, then why did she take the children away? Let me tell you. Alright, so my bitch of an ex-wife, she took the kids because she said that I wasn't providing, that I wasn't a great father. But you know what? Just because I left our youngest in the hot car for a couple hours doesn't mean anything, okay? I was just going into the store real quick and I got distracted. But who doesn't get distracted, you know? I saw a really nice power tool set and I was so amazed. I was so enthralled by them. And so I stood there. I stood in the aisle with my hands on my hips and other dads walked past and they were also marveling at it, you know? They were also marveling about it. So, you know, when they got locked in the hot car and the police were called, because naturally by the time I got out of the store, there were police everywhere, sirens blaring this, trying to figure out, you know, who does this kid belong to? And naturally, you know, I am afraid of responsibility. I do not want to get locked in the slammer, because then I can't use my super cool new power tool kit I got. So naturally, I ran away on foot. I ran several miles back home. No shit, there I was, running back home, and my wife was there, and she also had police talking to her, and then she points at me, and I know the moment she points at me, I'm in the doghouse, like, not like sleeping on the couch in the doghouse, but like, she's really gonna be furious with me this time, you know, because this isn't the first time I messed up. Like, last time, I left the oldest, I left the oldest at soccer practice, but in my defense, okay, in my defense, I wanted to hit on one of the soccer moms, and we decided to step away and go on a little date, but I kind of forgot to go back and pick him up, right? So, it was a moment of weakness, and, you know, eventually the little shit got home, because I guess he just knows how to get home now. I don't know why. Maybe he had a Google Maps on his phone or something. I don't even know why he has a phone at the age of 7. That's the problem with kids nowadays, okay? That's the problem with kids nowadays. Anyway, she took the kids. I'm homeless now. It's okay. I'm just kind of figuring things out one step at a time. I made some bad decisions in my time. Who hasn't, am I right? How did I end up on this story again? Anywho, how you guys doing today? What part of my stories are fiction and what part are reality? I don't think I have a bitch of an ex-wife. I'm taking this off now. It changes me into something I'm not proud of. I don't even recognize myself anymore. I don't think it should be relatable. It's very concerning if it is. 3 charges of child abuse? I only abused 2 kids! What do you mean?
Your improv is without equal.
Aw, shucks, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, who hasn't accidentally neglected their kids? That's what I'm saying. Like, I know that I messed up, but we all make mistakes. We're only human, you know? I'm not having an identity crisis. Well, I don't know, unless it's like one of those, like, there are 2 wolves inside of you, and one is an abusive, neglectful, terrible father that cheats on his wife and makes goofy excuses for it. Can I do an improv scary story for Halloween? What kind of scary we're talking about here? Accidentally, yeah. What's the other wolf? I don't know, actually. I don't know what the counterbalance to being an abusive, shitty husband, father type of thing would be. Not really sure. I don't know. I haven't identified that wolf yet. They're in the shadows. Moe would be the opposite. Moe has many crimes to her name. She's also a very terrible creature. I did remember to get milk from the store. That's right. Also, hello! Happy Halloween, everybody! Happy Halloween! I hope all of you are surviving midterms. That's right. It is that time of year. It's about that time where everybody's facing certain destruction. I already finished my homework this week. I'm on top of things. I'm so good at this, bro. Moe stole your TV. Damn. I hope I can do another Moe stream soon. Honestly, that'd be kind of neat. Nice, nice. Yeah. I'm not ready for it to be 2025 yet, by the way. I should probably clarify that. Like, I have some plans for what I want to do, for the channel in 2025. You know, like my 2025 big New Year's resolutions, but mentally, I am not there. I am still fighting for my life at the end of 2024. I'm still trying to get things resolved. Like, bro, I am still in the 2024 mindset. Yeah, I don't know. The thing about Christmas decorations being up already is the fact that we kind of just skip over Thanksgiving entirely. It's kind of ominous. It's just weird. It's like, you know, Thanksgiving is becoming more obsolete. Nobody even knows what Thanksgiving is about anymore. If you ask the kids, what's Thanksgiving about? Nobody's gonna know. I don't even think I know, to be honest. I don't remember what it was about. I used to think it was like about Christopher Columbus, but I think you guys corrected me last year and told me that was not correct. Because I thought for some reason that the Pilgrims and Christopher Columbus was at the same time, which I don't think so. I think the timeline's a bit off there. We'll worry about that later, though. It ain't even November yet. We don't need to worry about that yet. Thanksgiving is the most American celebration. You can't say that when the 4th of July exists, okay? The 4th of July is still there. Christmas starts in 5 hours? Oh, goodness. I don't think the masses are gonna take kindly to that one. It's about gathering as a family. I'm not doing anything for Thanksgiving this year. So, yeah, I agree. But I don't get to be with my family. Can I, like, break into your guys' houses and just, like, sit at the table with your family and pretend to be a part of your family? And then just, if they try to ask who I am and why I'm there, I just don't answer. I just quietly eat. It's, like, super awkward. Nobody would ever expect it, bro. I'm so good at blending in.
Tomoe strikes me as the cool uncle who keeps a bundle of illegal fireworks under the car seat.
Why under the car seat? That's such a weird place to keep them. Maybe that would work, though. I need to think about my stashes in the future. Pilgrims at Plymouth got saved by local natives. Big feast was held in thanks. Tradition makes us do the same to give thanks for a lot of stuff. Oh. It's weird what pilgrims are such a niche part of United States lore. Like, nobody really thinks about them that much. We ain't really thinking that far back. I don't, you know, it's just like, you think about them because of Thanksgiving, but how big of the history were they? Like, how long were they around for? I'm really pondering this now. I need to do my Thanksgiving research. You know what? Maybe I'll have a stream dedicated to that. Just learning and celebrating and appreciating the proper meaning of Thanksgiving. We can make some hand turkeys together. We can do some arts and crafts. We can get like super silly with it. We can get a little crazy. If you make the fans... Wait, I just thought about something. Okay, so like, picture this. You have a hand turkey, but like, only your middle finger is out. So it's like you're giving the bird, right? But you're giving the turkey. So it's like an ironic double meaning. They're gonna be like, why does that turkey only have one feather? Well, it's the bird. And it's like, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense, actually. I'm like a creative genius. It makes perfect sense, okay? Yeah, he's just a little bit of a rebel, that's all. Turkeys in real life are really funny, though. They're such stumpy little creatures. They're built like bowling balls. They're very, very unpredictable. Turkey sandwich? I don't know. What if we just have a hand cam that's me chasing a turkey through the forest? Would you guys watch? Also, thank you for conscripting 5 horse soldiers. It's nice to have you all here today. Welcome to the Umarmy. PT starts at 0600. Oh wait, let me put my manager glasses back on. I gotta be more official. Adjust my glasses. Hold on, let me put my glasses on. It just doesn't really work. I thought maybe there could be like a sound for adjusting my glasses, but it just it doesn't work very well. I do have glasses, but they're like half the strength of reading glasses that I only have because the military said you should probably have these, and I was like, oh my gosh, you're so right. And then I never wear them unless I'm in my room and at the computer for a long period of time and not streaming. So it has a very niche purpose, but you know, it works, kind of works. Accept me at the dinner table with no questions asked. Nobody's gonna ask why you let a random horse girl into the house. It's like, oh no, pull up a seat. I do want a Thanksgiving dinner this year. That is true. That would be quite lovely, actually. It's gonna be a rough one this year. But it's always fun hearing what stories my coworkers come back with, like all the stuff they do with their family. Like I had one of my coworkers telling me that they were gonna go take their daughter trick-or-treating, and I'm like, oh, that's lovely. Because like a lot of my coworkers have really young children right now. So yeah, it's pretty nice to live through other people's experiences. I hope if any of you guys are taking relatives out trick-or-treating that you do not get rained into oblivion, because it is fall, so there are a lot of rainy nights out there. I actually remember most of my nights going trick-or-treating is very cold and rainy and sad. But it's okay. That's how it is sometimes. You just gotta tough it out, bro. You gotta walk around so much on a mission to get candy that doesn't even matter. It does not matter how much you are suffering, because in your heart, you feel warm and fulfilled. You went trick-or-treating and they gave you a rock? I mean, it is called trick or treat. I don't know why you thought it was just treat. It's not just treat, okay? There are tricks involved in this as well. If you invite a horse inside, would you be able to get her to leave? No, it's like when you let a vampire in and it literally just kills your whole family. But that's not the meaning of Thanksgiving, so that's not going to happen. Why is Christmas music already playing in stores? Also, nobody's trick-or-treating in my area, which sucks because I have so much candy. That does suck, actually. I don't think anyone's going trick-or-treating on base around here. I think they're just taking their kids to the nice areas around. Which makes sense, you know? Logically speaking, it makes sense. I can't question it. And as for why Christmas music is already playing, it's because Christmas is, like, a very important holiday. Both in the sense that, like, everybody loves Christmas, but also, it's really good for, how do I put it? What is it called when the stores and stuff profit off of it, like businesses? It's good for the economy, yeah. I think it's good for the economy or something. So that's why it starts so early, right? So that they can make more money off of it. Because you want to buy gifts in November too, right? You want to get the Black Friday deals and kind of just like, you know, start prepping early. So that's why you got to get people in the mood to spend all their money on Christmas. What happened to the horse? She'll be back next stream. Then you guys won't ever have to see my managerial face ever again. Or at least not for a while. It's gonna be a while. Man, Mariah Carey thawing out. I wonder if there's ever gonna be a Christmas song more iconic. I'm not even sure why it's the most popular Christmas song. It is catchy, but like, kind of beating a dead horse with that one. We need to change things up eventually. It can't be like this forever. Someone eventually has to dethrone the Christmas queen. That's just how it is, in my professional opinion. Illness manager. Look, man. I have to go abuse my power elsewhere. I've been getting a lot of HR complaints a lot lately. So, you know, I can't stay here. I can't. I want to. Trust me, I do. But I can't let my record be blemished anymore. I need to have like a cooldown period so that everybody at the company forgets how much of a scumbag I am, and then I'll come back later and I'll remind them. But I'll do it after they can't fire me. Like those really shitty high school teachers that you used to have that couldn't be fired because they've been with the school for so long. So even when you tell your parents about them and your parents file a complaint, the school just says, oh, we can't really do anything about it because they've been here so long. They're kind of immune to the system now. And it's like, well, okay, you know, that's just how things are sometimes. Yeah! That's like me and my own business. The horse lady can't fire me. I'm basically above the law. I'm like every corrupt VTuber manager ever. I'm gonna overwork my talent. I'm gonna make her cry. She's gonna be in tears by the end of this, fellas. Please make a Christmas song. I could freestyle one for you guys. I can make it like super jolly. Not with the Halloween song in the background though. That wouldn't really work. I feel like the overlap there wouldn't be very good. Happy Halloween to you as well. Happy Halloween. I'm kind of confused because my YouTube chat and my Twitch chat are in the opposite places on my screen. So I'm just like, I'm trying to figure out which side is supposed to be which right now. It's throwing me off, man. I could just change them though. I don't know why I'm not. Also, thank you for the 10 gift subs. I said gift subs. Oh man, I'm sorry. Yeah, because they're on the side that Twitch is normally. Okay, I'm gonna swap these around. Thank you for the gift memberships. Thank you for the conscription. Thank you for the horse soldiers. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your support. You're welcome. That's not what I think you guys sound like, by the way. I was just answering myself so that wasn't awkward. But yes, thank you very much. And welcome everybody to the Umarmy. Remember, PT starts at 0600. Freestyle rap Christmas songs? What wrapping paper should I use? Oh man. What? I'm mixing. Wait, what am I mixing up? I'm not gonna mix them up now. I put everything in the rightful place. I'm not gonna mess up twice. Lightning doesn't strike twice. Unless you're that one guy that got struck by lightning like 5 times throughout his lifetime. When will Moe Boy come back? When I find an appropriate game for her to come back in. She can only shoot. She's not good at anything else. You know, like those really mean stereotypical things like, oh, women belong in the kitchen. Moe belongs in the gunsmith shop. Moe needs to be armed at all times. She cannot function without a gun in her hands. She is very toxic American. That is what she identifies as. Shocking, you say? Yes. Quite shocking, actually. What's wrong with getting drafted into the horse army? We have great benefits. Like a bag of oats. That actually okay, speaking of great benefits, I just remembered something that I totally forgot that I was able to do. Hold on. Oh! Wait, you beat me to it! Wait, you... Hold on. I almost accidentally typed someone out because I was going through the settings. What? Thank you! Thank you for 10 more horse soldiers. Bro, we're getting so many new little guys today. Remember your well, I was gonna say remember your training. You guys haven't even been trained up yet. Welcome though. Welcome. You're in it for life. You're in it for life. Oh, also don't let Moe in an armory. It won't go well. She's gonna be the she would be the type of person actually to try and arm the robber. Rob the armory at gunpoint. She would be that guy. I kind of feel like the people in the armory are waiting for that to happen at some point though. That would be like the worst place to rob, wouldn't it? Wait, hold on. Okay, let me do this real quick before I forget. See, I got you guys. I completely forgot about this feature. I'm terrible. I tried to do it every month before, but I completely forgot. 'Tis the gifting season. What's Thanksgiving? How do you not know? Chat. Throw rocks at this one. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I can't do that. Not in good faith. I will not incite violence. I think that's against TOS. Yeah, it is like robbing a gun store. Can you imagine trying to rob a gun store with a gun? That's definitely not going to work out. If chat... Wait, the chat can't be harmed if the moe is armed. Is that our motto? Is that our slogan? Hold on. This is what I got the guns for. I don't get to pull these out very often. Beautiful gun. My beloved. It always is crazy just how detailed this gun is. It's like, whoa. New motto? Well, I mean, it's better than the generic ones that you find in fall, like live, laugh, love, and bless this mess. Oh dear. That's how it is, bro. Alright, revolver too. I really do feel like I'm threatening someone every time I pull this out, though. Thoughts on stun guns? It's really weird to watch the footage of it being used on people. It looks very painful. I would not wish that upon my worst enemy. Did I clean my weapons? No. I did like a very poor job cleaning and I tried to turn them in as is. I'm that guy. I will be a part of the problem. I did probably miss a spot. That's just how it is, man. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna pull you guys out here for a bit. This is what you are now. This is what you become if you got conscripted. This is this is the shell that you have been forced into. Just look at the little guy though. Just look at the little guy. Why? Dramatic effect. Because I'm bad at cleaning things. It's not a skill that I have. No, this horse is not a stuffed animal. It simply doesn't blink because it is always vigilant. This is one of the core values of being a horse soldier. You will always watch. It probably takes more than one of you to screw in a light bulb. I forget what the other values are. Just do your best, champ, okay? Just do your best. Are you going to be part of the problem or the solution? I'm actually going to be the whole problem. But if I become a problem, then that means you guys will get character development, right? Right? I'm trying to twist this. It's not working very well. It is a cute little horse, I agree. I quite agree with that. I miss being a horse myself. Not that I don't like being a manager, but like, you know, there's just something about being a horse that just feels like, you know, like I haven't been myself in a while. Like I don't even recognize myself anymore. Oh, wait, let me show you guys on YouTube a new feature that was added actually. Hold on, let me see if I can do it. So, watch this. I actually just want to see what this does. Okay, I don't know how that looks on your guys' side, but I wanted to test it. Yeah, the super chat goal thing. YouTube wrote that out like the other day. And I'm like, what is it for? What does it do? It's kind of cool though. We're gonna discuss horses regardless though. So it's an irrelevant goal, but it's just kind of an example of what's possible. Oh. Well, we've met the goal now. Okay, so let me tell you guys all about horses. Horses... I should actually know a lot about horses, right? Because I did like a lot of horse facts for my 2-year anniversary. And I've also been... I've read the whole horse Wikipedia page. I've been a horse girl for 2 years now. Are you guys ready for the third year, by the way? Are you ready for all the crazy things that are gonna happen in the third year? What if I actually just become an idol in the third year? What if I get like a whole 3D concert, man? What if I do more crazy advertisements? What if you see me on more billboards outside of bases? Huh? What then, huh? What are you gonna do? Yeah, that would be weird. That'd be crazy. I don't know what I'm gonna do for next year yet, but I do have some things kind of in mind. I just need to do some research. I did think about tormenting another base by putting up another billboard. Mostly because it was really funny the first time. But I'm not sure where I'd put one this time. Because that was up for like 6 months, I think, which was way longer than it was supposed to be. But it was pretty fun. As long as the idol show involves Linkin Park. Your expectations are so high. War Horses history? I guess I could do that next year. I think I did a video on that, I think. Well, no, I just did horses in history. Recruitment's about to hit an all-time high. I don't care about recruiting for the actual military. This is all about Umarmy recruitment, bro. We need to convince more people to join the UmARTi. What do you guys think we should take in terms of approach? What do you think the best way to get more horse soldiers involved is? Do we need to do like, well, actually, I don't even know what we need to do. I don't know what the next big move is. I don't know what we gotta do. I guess that's the thing about being a content creator, though. You always have to think, what's next? What do I want to do next? More oats. Free cookies. I might do it. Would I invite anyone for the 3rd anniversary celebration? I guess I could. I've made more friends this year than I did last year. In case you guys couldn't tell by the fact that I've been collabing more recently and actually interacting with other people. Not so much on Twitter. I accidentally flooded all of my Twitter feed with pictures of cute dogs and stuff instead of VTuber content, so I think I need to go back into VTuber Twitter manually and try and get that stuff back on my feed. But now every time I refresh the page, it's like, here's a picture of a dog curled up in the sun. Here's a picture of a dog in a shopping cart. Here's a picture of a dog in a funny pose. And it's like, this is really nice. That's what I go on social media for. I love dogs so much, man. I wish I could have one. They're so cute. They're just so cute. I get horses too, but I'm like, I need to figure out what to say about this. What emotions does this invoke? It makes me think a lot more. I'm very philosophical when it comes to horses. You wish you had my Twitter? Well, you just have to go for... okay, your feed changes based on what you interact with. So, yeah. Put a billboard in an airbase? I don't know if they would appreciate a random anime horse girl. I'm not sure. Honestly, it's like something you gotta put a lot of thought into. You gotta pick your battles wisely. Horses are expensive. Do we have horse money in the funds for next year? I actually do have a lot of funding for next year. I mean, I have good plans ahead. It's just I have to figure out how I'm gonna execute them. That's the hardest part about being a VTuber sometimes. It's like you materialize an idea, but unless you have other people you can consult who have experience in it, it's really hard to figure out how to execute your idea. That's why it's usually good for... Well, it's why it feels like people who are in corpos are able to do some bigger things, because usually it's like a lack of knowledge on the part of the littler fellas, but as I said, a while back, corpo VTubing is very sporadic right now. A lot of small corpos fell this year. It's a weird time to be alive. Maybe more will pop up next year though, you never know. VTubing is a funny thing. It's ever changing, ever shifting. I'm just gonna focus on what I'm doing though and do my best, cause I wanna release more silly content for you guys. I wanna play more games that make you guys happy and do more fun events and and all sorts of other little things that I can think of. I want to be a good, proper variety streamer. I actually don't feel like there's been much drama lately. Things have been weirdly calm. Or maybe that's again just because I only see animal pictures on my feed, so I can't tell. Maybe I've closed myself out to such a world. It's really hard to say. We'll figure it out though. We'll figure it out. I'm glad that I could kind of explain why things have been so weird lately though. I figured you guys deserve that explanation. And then we can kind of like move forward, reassess what we're gonna do next, and kind of just go forward from there. But it has been a bit slow lately. I apologize again for that. It's just a lot going on, a lot of personal battles that I'm trying to overcome right now. But honestly, within the next month or two, I would assume everything is probably gonna be back to normal. And then I should have like more stable timelines as to when I'm actually going to be able to do the big event that I've been planning for the past couple of months that I've been telling you guys about. That's definitely coming up. I just don't know when. It's very frustrating not being able to give you guys a timeline. But yeah, it's okay. We'll figure it out. I'll definitely do what I can on my part at least. I can't be the only VTuber who's looked at you guys and said, hey, there's something gonna happen, but it got delayed. But just wait. I swear, that's one of the most common lines out there, man. You're gonna vote for me tomorrow? Thank you. Remember, guys. Hold on. Remember to vote for a mayor who can. I've been running this campaign since the beginning of last year, actually. I think it's been a while now. So, if ever there were a time to vote, this is the time to do it. Remember who you're fighting for. Remember the sort of future you want for the country. The sort of country that I've been preaching about nonstop for the past... I guess it's almost been 2 years now. Holy cow. It's been a while. We've been at this for a while. This battle never really ends, though, if you think about it. That's right. That's right. We got this. USA. USA. Why are you calling me a hag? What did I do? What did what did I do to deserve this? You've already voted for me, right? 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 It's okay. It's okay. Maybe. That's alright. You guys don't have to say who you voted for. I already know. I already know who you voted for. There was only ever really one option, right? I hope you guys are ready for the future that's about to come with me being president. I'm definitely not going to abuse my power. First day. I would never. That would never happen. You guys can't vote? That sounds like an excuse for me. I don't think I'm willing to buy that excuse. You don't think I could fit the description of a hag? Do I not seem old and wise to you? Do I not seem like I have countless years of wisdom and experience to share? You could ask me any advice right now and I would absolutely have the answer. Anything at all. I know everything because I've been through everything. I've experienced everything life has to offer, and now I am here to pass that experience on to you guys. I am 123 going on 124. I'm probably a lot harder on myself than you guys are on me. I don't know. It's just because there's so much that I want to do, and it's frustrating for me to not be able to do that at the pace that I want to, and not get everything together on time. That's why I feel obligated to apologize. I'm not tired. I'm just waking up. That's all. Not as sleepy as I was last week. Where was I during the fall of Rome? I was sleeping. How do you get Crash Bandicoot to work? You don't. You play something else. Or you yap for a while. You thought I was manager Tomoe? I am. What was it like when they invented the radio? It was... communication was great. That's how it is, bro. What was it like living with dinosaurs? Listen here, you little shit. I'm not that old. I'm not that old, okay? I'm still young. I'm still young. I would be an apex predator though. Like they would be afraid of me. What was it like when they stopped using carriages? I really feel like horses have been abandoned throughout history. The biggest betrayal throughout history has definitely gone to horses. You know, they've lent so much of their power to mankind throughout the years, and how were they repaid by this? By being replaced with dogs as man's best friend. People don't even look twice at horses anymore. The only time they ever pay attention to horses is when they're passing them in a field or when they're turned into anime girls and put into a gacha game in Japan. But you know what? Nobody gives horses the proper love and respect they deserve anymore. I really think times have changed for the worse, and I think we need to bring back horse girl appreciation as a common thing within the United States. In fact, all horses should be appreciated, big, small. You know what? Sure, appreciate ponies too. Those are technically horses. You can even appreciate zebras if you're feeling crazy. And by stretch of imagination and by stretch of a neck, giraffes are technically horses too if you really think about it. So maybe times just need to change again, because for the longest, you know, they were consistent. They were consistently one way. Horses are great. Horses are so convenient. Boy, I really wish I had a horse right now. Someone tried to take my horse. I guess I have to literally kill them. But now it's like, oh, damn, I lost a horse. Oh, you know, it is what it is. I'll just take the car. I'll just take the train. I'll just take the bus. That used to not be an option anymore. It was either you have to get on a horse or you have to walk yourself. But nobody cares anymore. Nobody gives a damn anymore. That's crazy, isn't it? Horses are, in fact, the animal of the wealthy nowadays. That is true. That is true. Horses don't have AC. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're thinking about the wrong things here. I guess, do donkeys count? I don't know if they count. Do they? Maybe technically. Yeah, you were supposed to be taking notes. We have a pop quiz in 10 minutes, by the way. This is worth... How much? This is worth 30% of your grade. If you fail, you're not gonna like what happens. I think I see why you guys called me violent now. I'm starting to understand. I only threaten you guys because I care, though. Yeah. Can I repeat that? No, I can't. Do I take ketamine to stay alive? Oh boy, let me tell you, when I get elected, the ketamine business is going to be booming. I don't think I'm allowed to say that. Never mind, cut that out! Pretend that could be cut out. I know this is a live stream. It's okay. Why do you need AC? I always wondered how Europeans survive without AC. That's such a foreign concept to me. Literally a foreign concept, because it's foreign. And it's a concept that's specifically, you know, European. Yeah. Have I yapped enough yet? Have you guys learned anything from the stream? I think this was supposed to be more Halloween themed than it ended up being. Hold on, I'll put this back off for a moment. Ooh, Halloween. Yeah. That's all there is to it, man. That's all there is to it. I've yapped aplenty. Do I speak too fast? Is that it? A lot of you guys still say that I'm like a lot calmer than other streamers though. Even when I get hyper, it's like, oh my gosh, she's so laid back. Wow. I don't see it. I don't see it at all. I think I talk too much sometimes, but I have a lot to say, a lot to share. That's all right though. I do hope you guys have a good rest of your Halloween though. And again, it has been a pleasure to be the manager for this past month. I will return to my horse form now. I have to take the horse pill. I'm sorry if this is shocking to you, but you guys all knew that this was going to happen eventually. We all knew this day was gonna come. Does anyone have any final thoughts for the manager though? Any final complaints? Anything you'd like to pass along to Tomoe Umari, horse girl? From the manager? I promise I won't get any more HR complaints. I'll be good now. I'll follow company policy properly. That's all I can promise. Maybe, possibly, hopefully. How was it in the war? I got a paper cut while doing paperwork because I'm a manager. That was my battle. That was my World War III event right there. I'm not used to adversity. Please don't hurt me. I ain't got much else for you guys though. Yeah, next month we'll probably have some longer stream and some other fun little things planned, interspersed throughout the month, and then we'll have some December stuff in store, and then we'll go from there. We'll go from there. I won't let you guys down though. Thank you very much for hearing me out. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you for letting me yap for a while. It's been a pleasure as always. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. What am I gonna be doing tomorrow? Let me remember what I'm gonna be doing tomorrow. Okay, let me check my schedule because I forgot what I have tomorrow. I'm taking it one day at a time right now, okay? Okay, tomorrow I'm playing Tomb Raider. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully the game actually decides to work this time. We'll see. We'll see. It's no problem. You guys, have a good rest of your day. Stay hydrated. Stay positive, optimistic, wonderful. Don't commit any crimes. Don't get kidnapped. Don't eat razor blades. And yeah, happy Halloween as we roll into the next month and immediately get like a complete 180 in terms of vibes. No longer spooky season. So yes, enjoy the last day of spooky season. Alrighty, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye for now.